Right, I want to say Shalom. I'm going to give all praise unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rakal Kadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who do rule well. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth, all right? Shalom. All right, well, I'm going to this article that I got pulled up, man. It's basically the FBI allowing these neo-Nazi white supremacists to be trained by U.S. military in Ukraine. All right, these are the things that's going on under our nose. Why you people worried about the BET Awards, what albums dropping today, surfing the YouTube and what in your Facebook pages, man. These are the things that's going on right up under your nose. Esau's preparing for war. He's preparing to fight against you people. And you people don't even know what's going on. You're blind and oblivious to what's going on in the world right now, man. Because you don't have a spiritual eye. You're not trying to seek this truth. All right, so the Most High is allowing you to be blind to the things that's going on. But when all hell break loose, you people you will know that the prophets have already spoken these things before, man. This is just going into these race riots and martial law, all right, and Jacob's trouble. And these are all things that's about to plague the earth right now. All right. And so I'm just going to this article, man. All right, this article was posted by Whitney Webb on November 9th, 2018. So this was just posted earlier this month. And it says Los Angeles, according to the recent FBI documents, several American white supremacists were allegedly radicalized by and received training from the Ukraine's neo-Nazi Azov battle lines, which received funding from the current government of Ukraine as well as the U.S. government. The group has also received weapons from the Israeli government. So these white supremacists, man, they all set up by the FBI and by these different governments, because they never let the Black Panthers to receive training from Navy SEALs or U.S. government. They wouldn't let them do that, man. They will lock them up and hit them with some kind of charge to where they can put them in jail. But since it's these white supremacist groups and they know that this thing is boiling down to a race riot and race wars, all right, that they want to have their people trained up, man. They want to have their people ready to attack you jakes and catch you jakes off guard, man. Because what they hoping is that they'll be able to take enough of us out where they'll be able to control us. Well, basically, what they're going to do is sanction us off by neighborhoods, man, and try to just eradicate us by our neighborhoods, man. But they know a lot of Jake is gonna be fighting back, so they trying to get their people ready for that. And plus, it's gonna be certain men that's gonna have spiritual power. All right, but I keep reading. It says, the indictment filed in Los Angeles, California last month asserts that 4 American members of the Rise Above movement, RAM co-founder Robert Rundu, as well as Robert Bowman, Taylor Loeb, and Aaron Asen, have violently attacked and assaulted counter-protesters as several white nationalists and white supremacist events throughout the U.S., including the violent Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville last year. All right, so these people, whoever they are, these co-founders, man, they've been raising hell at these riots, man, and getting with people, evidently, man. It says the named individuals are alleged to have used the internet to coordinate combat training in preparation for the events, and to have celebrated their acts of violence in order to recruit members for future events, man. So these events that you see, these white supremacists, they go on, because they basically they've been going on tour to different cities, all right, with that white supremacy shit, man. All right, basically hate for you niggas. All right, and at these rallies, obviously they getting violent and they making examples out of some of you people just to recruit other people. So these things that you be seeing going on at these protests, where you see these these white supremacists, man, where it might be altercations, man. It's all set up basically to make an example to recruit people in to get other Edomites to come in, man. All right. And it says court documents refer to Rams as a white supremacy extremist group, while the group represents as a combat-ready militant group of a new nationalist white supremacist identity movement. All right, so this is a militant. This is different from the KKK, man, where they just was running around with guns. It's a extension of the KKK because that's all this is. But now this is militarized, man. They trying to get military combat because these same people who are doing this, they're part of your military. They're part of your police force. They're coming from the army. They work as your judges and all these different things, man. So now they just trying to militarize this thing because they know it's a race war that's brewing, that's beginning to pop off. You got Jake getting fed up with Esau. All right, Jake is getting fed up with Esau. You know, Jake gonna sooner or later, once all hell break loose, they gonna try to use their guns. But Esau, the gun and the weapon is his sword. So he's going to come in and try to mow as many Jake down as they can. And Jake is going to be fighting back. And, you know, Esau is afraid of Jake naturally, man. So this is what this is about. This is why they beefing up and trying to prep up and militarize they white supremacist groups, because they know there's going to be a race war coming to this country, man. But they're going to lose, even though they're going to take out a large amount of number of our people who just ignorantly think that they're going to get an AK-47 out of pawn shop when it's martial law and Jacob's trouble, and they just going to be able to fend Esau off. All right, so they're going to actually kill a lot of our people, but we're going to overcome, man, because the men of the Lord we're going to have Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah on our side, man, and it's nothing you can do against us. All right. Keep reading. It says the recent indictment gives special attention to Rundu's more recent activities, particularly his trip to Europe earlier this year, where he traveled to Germany, Ukraine, and Italy to meet with members of the European white supremacist extremist group. The FBI became aware that one of the individuals with Rundu has met during this trip was Elena Semeniaka, if I'm pronouncing that right. It says a leader of the International Department for the National Corps, a Ukraine political party that was formed as an offshoot of the Aza battle line in 2016, detailing Rundu's meeting with Semeniaka, if I'm pronouncing that right, signed by the FBI agent Scotty Byereth, states that the Aza battle line is a paramilitary unit in the Ukrainian National Guard, which is known for its association with neo-Nazi ideology and the use of Nazi symbolism. It then adds that Aza battle line is believed to have participated in the training and radicalizing United States-based white supremacist organizations such as RAM, man. So they basically getting all these different what you would call so-called hate groups. Our government is basically letting these people receive. The FBI said they know was fully aware of what's going on. These people are receiving training from military troops, man. People who've been trained in the military. All right, why would they be allowing this to happen? Because they know it's a race riot that's going to take place, man. So they want to get this thing. They want to have they people ready, man. They want to be ready to fight against our people. Their military is ready to fight against the Lord because they know it's that war in heaven that it talks about in Revelation is actually going to be Esau and these different other nations, these militaries that's going to be at war, but the Lord is going to come back in the middle of that war, and they're going to fight against him. All right, that's that war in heaven that the Revelations is talking about, man. And now while this is going on, you're going to have famine, martial law, race riots, all hell breaking loose. It's going to be a big ass purge, man. All right. Then it says, I keep reading. It says, in other words, the neo-Nazi Azov battle line is suspected by the U.S. government of both training and radicalizing violent white supremacist groups based in America, man. So this is what these devils is preparing to do, man. All right, they get military training. You're not just gonna be coming, Jake. Not just gonna be able to just walk up and just knock somebody out with military training. I mean, true enough, Jake is a stronger people. You Israelites, we're stronger people, but when somebody got military trained and they're trained to deal with certain elements, all right, in frigid temperatures and disguising themselves, man, to be able to attack you, it's really nothing you can do, man. You might catch one or two of them, and yeah, you might put hands on them, man. But when it's just like a big group of them, man, it's nothing that you're gonna be able to do against military training, man. All right. Then it says, where did I leave off at? It says this is particularly troubling when one considers the fact that the U.S. government directly enabled the Azov battle line's growth and prominence. Now it seems that those actions have translated into troubling domestic consequences for the United States. It says the Azov battle line's ability to provide training to U.S. white supremacy group is a testament to the group's prominence in far right in the neo-Nazi circle. However, the group's prominence is direct result of U.S. government policy towards Ukraine. It says originally a paramilitary group of right-wing Ukraine nationalists linked to the country's social national party Azov battle line has since become incorporated into Ukraine's interior ministry as a component of the country's National Guard. In addition, the group's founder, Andriy Belitsky, is currently a member of Ukraine's parliament. Belitsky once said that the historic mission of our nation in this critical moment is to lead the white race of the world in a final crusade for their survival, man. Because these people, these devils know that's spiritual, man. Said all this is about leading the white race in a final crusade for their survival, man. I mean, why would they be? They already in rulership. They already in control of the government and own all the militaries, man. They have the strongest military. I mean, collectively is white men that's at the head of these governments, man. All right. So what are they afraid of? They already in control because they know it's a spiritual battle. They know that it's the Lord is getting ready to make his second coming. They see all the prophets rising up around the world. They hearing about the prophecies. They knowing that they're going to be exterminated, and they trying to basically prepare to fight against it because, you know, Esau is carnal. Esau, he thinks carnal, so he thinks that he's going to be able to fight against this thing when this is a spiritual battle that we in. But you will be exterminated, man. All right, so I'm just grab some precept because this thing is it's not about a physical fight, man. It's even though it's gonna come to physical, but this is a spiritual fight, man, which Esau can't win because he's not spiritual at all. I mean, the Most High didn't give him the to have the spirit to be a spiritual man. All right, so I'm just prove that in Ephesians 6, 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh, in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, so while they doing all this training and this military training to fight against this man, those who are spiritual are going to be able to withstand against the wiles of you devils, man. All right, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So that's what we wrestling with, man. This is a spiritual battle. All right. And long as you keep it spiritual, you gonna win the physical. All right. Because a lot of men is gonna get spiritual power, meaning you're gonna be turned into a blink of an eye, man. You're gonna have the ability of a Hancock. You're gonna if you stay spiritual and don't waver in the faith, you're going to become a spiritual weapon that can perform on a physical level. So these things we don't worry about, man. We know he thinks carnal, so he thinks that he's just going to come in, he's going to prepare these white supremacist groups to basically fight, militarize the people, and that's going to be good enough. And they think their military is going to be good enough to fight against the Lord and do away with him. They actually think that they have enough wicked inventions that they can do away with the Lord, man. That's just wicked, man. Let's see. Precept I wanted to grab. Right, this is Romans 8 and 6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. So Esau is carnal minded, man. He's thinking on a carnal level. He think he's going to be able to just exterminate all the Israelites and be able to fight against the Lord when he comes back. But he got another thing coming. It says, because the carnal minded is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. All right, so these things, man, these devils think carnally minded, man, because it's been working for them for so long, because we sinned against the Most High. So he let them come against us, man. He let them come against us in slavery all the way up until now, man. He let them come against us with their weapons. All right, that which was their blessing was the sword. He let them come against us with that. With vaccinations, all these GMO food and all these birth control and Planned Parenthood to exterminate you Israelites. So the Most High has allowed him to come against us thus far, man. But the Most High is to the point where he's about to destroy them for the things that they're doing, man. They're not going to be able to come up against us with these things anymore, because this thing is going to be spiritual. All right. Matter of fact, precept jump in my head. Let's go to Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So this battle gonna come down to a spiritual, man. This being spiritual and having this wisdom of the scriptures is gonna be the stability of our times. It's not gonna be when all hell break loose and martial law. You got martial law troops rolling down your block, and all people looting and rioting and trying to get guns and stockpile on weapons. That's not gonna be stability in that time, man. In that time, believe it or not, you would think a carnal mind person would think that grabbing weapons would be stability of those times, but it's really gonna be having his truth. It's gonna be the stability of those times, man, because the Lord is gonna, his men that's gonna get this truth and accept this truth and we gonna wait on the Lord. We gonna believe in the Lord, man, and nothing's gonna touch us, man. Where you people gonna be starving and dying of famine and getting blown up by Esau and his military, all right? And nothing's going to be happening to the men of the Lord, though it will be men of the Lord that will be martyrs for this truth, all right? That will have to die for this truth, man, all right? But we know all of us is not gonna die, and even when they pass, man, the scriptures say we take that they going forth from among us to be his misery, but when really we should be rejoicing. Roughly paraphrasing, man, it says something like to the extent of that in Wisdom of Solomon and in Apocrypha, man. All right, but we should be rejoicing because some of us is going to be martyrs for this truth. All right, which you have to be prepared for that because the scriptures say, "Be faithful unto death." All right, but back to this devil, like the article said, it says because they trying to protect their race from survival, man. Matter of fact, let's go back to that article and see what the devil said, man, because this is very important. They putting it out there in front of you people to know the things that they're doing, man. Right. It says, I read this last sentence of this paragraph. It says a member of the Ukraine's parliament, Belitsky, once said that the historical mission of our nation is this in this critical moment is to lead the white race of the world in a final crusade for their survival. Right? Because why would they say for their survival? Because if you are already in rulership, why would you say you need a final crusade for our survival, man? Because you already have everything under control. You're ruling over everybody. But you know the Most High is gonna start turning this thing up, man, and it's gonna you're gonna eventually be exterminated for the things that you committed in the earth, all right? And you people trying to carnally think you're gonna be prepared for it, but it's no way to be prepared for something you cannot fight against, man. All right, matter of fact, I'll go to the blue letter. Let's go to let's get that in Job 20:6. It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he, man? That's what these people are afraid of, because this is talking about you so-called Edomites, the wicked of the scriptures, man. All right, it says though you're going to perish away one day, man. You're gonna be as dung, like you dung is shit. You flush shit down the toilet, man. It's gone forever. You don't think about it. All right. Verse 7, it says verse 8, it says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, man. And yeah, you Edomites are gonna be chased away as a vision of the night, man. Nobody's gonna know your the things that you did in your rulership. Nobody's gonna have the historical account of the things you or the wickedness you accomplished. And you're gonna be completely forgot about, man. You just gonna be destroyed. And that's what these people know. They are scared, so they're preparing to fight, man. They're preparing to fight against the people. They're preparing to fight against the Lord when he make his second coming. All right, these people, Esau's running scared shitless, man, because he know his time to be exterminated is now. All right, it's time to serve out his punishment is coming, man. It's just judgment from the Heavenly Father. And let's get that account in Obadiah, because yeah, you're not going to be able to escape the punishment that's coming to you, people, you Edomites, man. This is Obadiah, and let's start at 10. It says, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou should be cut off forever. So that's that. What this devil meant by trying to, that last crusade for the white race, for their survival. All right, because they know for the violence. If anybody's familiar with the story of Jacob and Esau, Esau is the forefather of you Edomites, you so-called white people, and Jacob's the forefather of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and it says, for Esau, for his violence against his brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and you should be cut off forever, man. So that's why these devils know. That's why they're scared and trying to ramp up their military, trying to militarize their white supremacist groups and all these other things, because they know what's coming to them, man. And I'm about to read what's coming to them. This is Obadiah 1:18. It says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau, you so-called Edomites, you white people, for stubble. All right, you're going to be stubble. And it says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh have spoken it, man. So this is what these people are preparing to make a last crusade against, to fight against, man, because they know that the house of Esau is going to be for stubble one day, man. They know that they're going to be completely destroyed. All right. So this is what they're preparing to do to you people. All right. That's why Jacob's trouble, man. Matter of fact, let's get the precept for that. Jeremiah 30:7, it says, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it, man. And that he that's going to be saved out of it is going to be the remnant of Israel, man. A remnant, meaning the elected and the 1/3. That's just going to be a remnant that gets saved. Those who follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. Those who's men that are in this truth and pushing this truth, man. All right, with no days off, man. Rain, sleet, or snow. They're brothers that are pushing this truth, who's keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of their ability. All right, brothers who's keeping the commandments to the best of their ability, who's celebrating all the high holy days to the best of their ability, who's trying to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling, man. These are going to be the ones who's going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble, because Jacob's, believe it or not, we're right at the beginning stages of Jacob trouble, man. All the chips is in play. You see all these things gearing up towards martial law. They militarizing the police force. They're militarizing their white supremacist groups, all under the U.S. The watch of the government. All right. So all these things are gearing up towards who? Towards you people, towards you Israelites, man. It's gonna be a race riot going on. Why you think these people are constantly training their children at the age of 6 and 7 to handle guns, rifles, to be able to shoot targets 100 yards out, man? This is all going to go towards you people. All right? Because it's going to be a war. It's going to be a war in heaven, man. Let's get that. Well, I'll get that precept. Let's go to 31. This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 31. It says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one ram against another, man. So these are the stages. We're at the beginning stages of this. These Edomites know this is coming. They know one people is going to undertake a fight to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another. All right, and one people against another. So they preparing for this. Esau is not silly, man. The scripture said he's wise as Daniel. This devil knows what's going on. They know the things that's happening in the earth that they can't explain, but the scriptures explain it. All right, the scriptures explain these things that was going to happen in the end time, man. So these people, they're measuring the times as well. The wicked people are measuring the times as well, because they see things that's happening that's beyond their control, man. Like brothers waking up, they can't just persecute us no more because brothers is waking up everywhere. So that's what this is going to lead to, trying to persecute the men of the Lord and be able to get us off the street corners and from off of YouTube from pushing his word. That's what it's eventually going to go down to. But that's just going to be the famine of the word. But the prophets is still going to be protected, man. The Most High is going to protect his men. All right. And it says one realm against another. All right. So this is going to even come down to their military forces fighting against each other. They're going to stop because the Most High said he's going to come back in World War III. And we're on the brink of World War III. All right. It's already in the beginning stages of that. So eventually all these armies will meet up in a what you call the Middle Eastern area, Yahweh-Shaphat, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, in that Middle Eastern area. All right, and they gonna fight. All right, but while they're fighting, the Most High is gonna come back during that fight while they're in the middle of their boots on the ground, warring it out. The Most High is gonna come back and he's gonna destroy all those armies, man. All right, so that's what these devils know. They know what time that we're in. They know that the Most High is about to start visiting the earth. So, and all these plagues are about to come on them. So they say, just like a carnal-minded person say, well, let me, instead of them being spiritual, which they not, if they were spiritual, they just try to get ready spiritually. Like, look, man, let me get ready because we about to serve out this captivity. It's nothing we can do. It's gonna happen. Instead of them being like that, they like, man, look, let's beef up. Let's do what we got to do because maybe we can overcome this thing. That's a carnal-minded person, man. That you thinking you can come against the Most High. You just out your mind, man. That shows you that Esau don't give a damn about the Most High because he obviously thinks he can overcome him. All right, I'm gonna grab one more precept. What was I about to grab, man? I forgot what precept I was about to grab, but yeah, man, that you basically get the point, man, because that's what this thing is coming down to, is race riots, martial law, and Jacob's trouble, man. So, you know, with that, I hope you Akim been edified. And I'm going to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who do rule well. In salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.